for most podcasting, the mainstream focus is largest audience possible, whether that's to monetize that audience or whether it's to sell products to that audience, build your, huge audience space so you can do other things with them. And we've talked about it on this show too plenty of times, and I've done it personally, but not all podcasters care about the audience. Sometimes the real focus is really the other person on the microphone. So tell me a little bit about your approach to podcasting and how your clients and how you've seen that return on investment through this medium.
Yeah, that's a great question. And sometimes, Matthew, I don't even realize that not everyone thinks like this. I'm like, okay, this is normal. But the first part of what you said, I believe, the medium of podcasting is amazing because it's really an authentic conversation. And so that's why I was like, just keep it in. Like, I think when people have blemishes, they're vulnerable, or they say things that, like, I've mispronounced my name on my podcast before. Like, how is that possible? But I just leave it all in because who cares? It's fine, right? People make mistakes, and it's fine to leave it all in there. So I believe, because some of our clients also, they got to where they are because they have a perfectionist sometimes mentality, and they want everything perfect. And I'm similar, right? But I've just learned to let it flow. It's fine. This medium is an authentic conversation. And then, yeah, what you said about the largest audience, we do have to, and when I'm talking, I'm really talking from a B2B podcasting standpoint, right? So like if someone has like a comedy podcast or a true crime podcast, they really do a lot of times need audience to kind of push their initiatives forward. But when I'm talking about like a B2B business, and they probably have a larger client lifetime value, for me, the relationships are key. It's not about the audience. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality, right? So like if we're working with, a B2B SaaS company that specializes in e-commerce, for instance, right? As an example, if they get in front of 1 million people, yeah, they could probably sell ads, or if they get in front of like 10,000 people or something. But for them, if they sell a software and the average client lifetime value for them is 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000, they really just want to get in front of the niche of e-commerce people, right? So the audience, it's more of a quality than the quantity piece. And so you said it, what we really talk about and think about is our relationships. And for me, the number one thing in my life is looking at ways how I can give to my best relationships. And you're the same, right? I found no better way to profile the people and companies I admire and share with the world what they're working on my podcast. And I could form a deeper relationship. Like after this, like we've known each other, but we will have a deeper relationship after the show. We get to chit chat and talk, for however long, right? And so it's about relationships. And so that's the way I think about it. And we talk about kind of our 5 steps to profit with a podcast. And I'm talking about B2B podcasts. And the first step of that process is really to create a Dream 200, and some people think of Dream 200 as like clients. We kind of think of it as, it could be clients, potential clients. It could also be strategic and referral partners. It could be big authorities in a specific space. Arena, like if someone's in e-commerce or someone's in, focus on dentists, or someone focus on whatever genre they focus in on. And so that's kind of what we think about, is all those amazing relationships in that specific niche that would be valuable to connect with. Not only from, obviously you can refer business back and forth, maybe someone becomes a client, but also from a professional development standpoint. I've learned a lot in different industries that I've taken into my industry from the podcast as well.